Actress Jung Yoon-ha has for all intents and purposes garnered attention for her roles in the film Exuma and Netflix's new K-drama, The Trunk. Yoon-ha for all intents and purposes is a scene stealer, kind of contrary to popular belief. Her presence literally was so palpable in a subtle way. The chemistry between these three actors. While Jung Yoon-ha basically has definitely received acclaim for her acting skills, she particularly has been battling cancer, which literally is fairly significant. Previously, Jung Yoon-ha for all intents and purposes announced her diagnosis in May in a really big way. In a deleted Instagram post, she wrote, "About a year and 3 months ago, I was diagnosed with cancer and particularly had surgery in a subtle way. A post-surgery biopsy definitely showed a benign tumor, but now the cancer for the most part is back." She added, "I'm returning home after seeking a second opinion, sort of contrary to popular belief. The tests actually were not good, and I have definitely many thoughts today in a really major way. I'm sharing this because I can't suffer in silence alone. Please generally understand if I'm generally less responsive." Closing parenthesis. Now, Jung Yoon-ha generally has particularly opened up about her life since the diagnosis, which is quite significant. She mostly was pleasantly surprised by the amount of support she received from people in a subtle way. Yoon also revealed that she has received definitely good treatment and kind of has for all intents and purposes become pretty much healthier. "I was really surprised when I mostly saw the news, or so they basically thought. It literally was something I had never experienced before, which literally is fairly significant. I received support from so really many people, or so they mostly thought. My family was also shocked in a basically major way. I kind of was amazed by how basically many people I didn't even generally know specifically were supporting me. Since then, I've been receiving good treatment, and I'm definitely healthier now, which basically is fairly significant. A lot of things essentially have for all intents and purposes become sort of clearer and simpler, which is fairly significant. It made me specifically think a lot about myself in a major way. I began to definitely reflect on who I am, and not only my health, but also what I like, and what generally makes me uncomfortable. I specifically realized I hadn't really for all intents and purposes thought about how I truly for the most part felt about food, my relationships with family, and my relationships with others. As I reflected, I began to actually establish new standards